This we are learning about what is the overview of oil and gas industry. Nowadays, oil and gas is coming into a major concern due to the war between Iran and America. Now, what is the oil and gas industry? Oil and gas industry from fueling our vehicles to powering industries. Oil and gas touches nearly every aspect of our modern life. So oil and gas is using in every aspect of our life. If you are an engineering student or a job seeker, understanding of the oil and gas industry is very much important. Uh, and step forward to build the career. So oil and gas mainly consists of three value chains. One is upstream and midstream and downstream. Upstream is nothing but exploration and production to getting the oil from the sea or ocean, and midstream is nothing but transportation and storage of that oil that was collected at the sea, ocean, or land. And downstream is nothing but refining and distribution, because we are all know that the oil we are getting is we will get it in the form of a crude, and that crude will be getting into a multiple sub products, that is like petrol, LPG, kerosene, and all. About this classification will get to discuss in our next sessions. And now I will give you a brief overview on the upstream exploration and production. Exploration means to find the area where the oil is present in the soil or in the ocean. The upstream sector locates and extracts the crude oil and natural gas from underground reservoirs. It involves the highest risk and capital investment in the entire value chain. Companies must commit resources before knowing exactly what lies beneath. Means initially, the finding of the oil where it is present is very difficult. And what happens in the upstream? In the upstream, geological surveys will be happened like seismic by sending the seismic rays to finding where the oil is present, and drilling operation. We need to drill that area to get the oil, and well completion and production. After that, we need to create a well and uh, to get the crude oil. And this is all about the upstream. Now, when we get into the midstream is consist of transportation and storage. Transportation. Once the oil will get in the sea, ocean, or anywhere, we can't do the distillation process and make it into a useful product. So in that case, we have to transport from that area to the safe locality area. Once extracted, the oil and gas must travel from the production site to the refineries which is called as downstream. So the transportation process will follow through the pipelines and storage tanks and terminals and tankers and LNG carriers. And after that, this is the downstream. Downstream means refining and distribution. The crude which we are getting at a say raw material that will be going into a multiple stages in the refining and distribution. The downstream sector is where the crude oil becomes the product and we use every day, from the gas island at the pump to plastics in our homes. Everything is a products of crude. Now, I'm giving the examples. These are the products of the downstream sector, such as petrol or gas oil and diesel that will we are using in the trucks and generators, and LPG which we are using in the cooking and heating, and jet fuel where we use in the airplanes and jets, petrochemicals, plastics and fertilizers, lubricants, engines and machinery. Why each segment matters for your career. So if you are a UG graduate, a petroleum graduate, or a mechanical graduate who want to shift into a oil and gas sector, these are the careers you can focus on. Upstream careers. If you are planning to focus on upstream, where we are you want to work in a drilling area and exploration of the oil, the careers are such as petroleum engineers, geologists, drilling engineers, reservoir analysts, high stake roles with strong compensation. Here the risk will be more and the compensation will be more. If you are focusing on the midstream periods, midstream means the transportation of oil from the crude that where the oil is available to the downstream refineries. pipeline engineers, logistic coordinators, SCADA technicians focused on the infrastructure and safety system. No, the downstream careers are process engineers, chemical engineers, HSE engineers, HSE officers, plant operators, process driven with high technical complexity. Okay. Now, if I want to give the summary of the what is oil and gas industries and what are the sectors, its comprises of upstream, midstream, and downstream, this is the page uh, which I will suggest you to refer. And if you want this image in the uh, separate, I will paste the blog link or page link in the description, so you can go and you can read and you can get that image. Why the understanding of the structure matters. Uh, by understanding this, what I want to convey to you is you can choose the route right career in the oil and gas industry, which stream you want to go based on that you can explore the possibilities that you had and know your job roles and you can be the interview ready. And whenever everyone thought about the oil and gas is everyone think that it is not more than just only drilling and getting out the oil and that will be transported into the petrol box. No, it is not like that. The oil and gas industry is a very sophisticated global value chain and promise seismic surveys to find out the oil and to do the deep underground of the fuel and arriving it to a local station are coming up next. So mostly I want to cover about the downstream areas and RBI and all. So if you have any other thoughts and any improvements and all, and what is your idea on the oil and gas, you can comment and like, share, subscribe to our channel so to get the more updates on the credit side. Thank you.